Good evening, Mr. Holden. This is the IMF Force. Your mission impossible, should you decide to accept it, is comprised of two components. Both components of the mission can be accomplished with the tools shown here. We have a wheelbarrow, a crowbar, a really nice little get on your work crowbar, a claw hammer, a pair of vice grips, gloves, because you should wear them, and a bigger hammer, because sometimes it just takes a bigger hammer. Okay, so the $20 part of the game is to come up here. And this is material I've been meaning to use in a project for a while. A long while, ever since I took it out of the garage. I've had a plan for it, sat back here for years. So basically what I need for you to do is, here is, so where it is, they may be, I don't know what they are. They're 2x4s of a certain length, and then there's some raw wood here. So these need to have the hammers or screws or whatever, but I believe they're nails. So I believe you can just knock them out. I would have you put all the nails in the plastic pan. I'd have you stack all the wood along here for while you're doing it, and then I'll show you where I want all the wood to go. So some of it, of course, is already loose and just needs to be transported. This stuff, well, that ain't true. Some of it's loose. Some of it's loose, some of it ain't. Try to be careful with this, because I'm going to use it as the roof in the project. So there is this big square and some of this that needs to be disassembled, and then underneath it is another 2 or 3 foot by 8 foot that needs to be disassembled. If you come across stuff like this, I try not to get into my neighbor's property too much, so you could just throw it over here for now. So you stack all the wood here or wherever you want to, and be careful not to, this is part of the project too, so be careful not to bend these metal things as you go along. So you get the wood, and then I'm going to ask you to take the wood and run it around to where the back gate is. And we'll be there at the back gate in a second. So the second part of the project is, there's a bunch of sod in here. And I want to keep it for the dirt. And so I would have you use the wheelbarrow. And what I do is pick the wheelbarrow up. You want to be careful not to score the steps, but you can put the wheelbarrow right up here and then load to it, or you could load it in the wheelbarrow and then carefully use the wheelbarrow and pull it back like this with a load of sod in it. The sod gets heavy real quickly though, but at any rate, try brand new concrete. I'd be heartbroken if it was all scratched up by the wheelbarrow, so please don't. So the one project, the wood, I think is a $20 deal, because that'll be a pain in the ass to bust out all those nails and whatnot and move the wood, and I'll show you where to move the wood. And then I'd go another 10 on the sod, and I'll show you where the sod goes. So both of the projects involve moving stuff to the back area here. And I would like all the wood stock to wind up, it could wind up right here, right, or inside here. You got to leave enough room for the gate to swing closed. By the by, this will be in place. The combination is 747. I keep that closed at night because there have been kids and a gate's too much for them. They go somewhere else and bother somebody else. So the wood would go here. I'd give you 20 bucks to pull the nails out of that carefully and bring that material around. And then the sod, I want run up. You got to take a little care to to not run over my iris. I still got plans for keeping that alive. So I think you can zig around to this side and then just dump all the sod right there in the corner. And then I'll deal with it. And that, I don't think that'd take an hour, and I'd give you $10 for that. So you can do either, both, or neither of those, and it's makes no never mind to me. If you don't feel like it, I understand that. If you'd like to make the money and you're here anyway, you can tack another 30 onto your paycheck by doing those. And then there, if that works out, there's lots more stuff I've got for you to do. So you give it some thought, and when I get back, I'll see what you did. We won't call you Mr. Phelps. We'll say Mr. Holden. Good luck. This message won't self-destruct. It'll live on the internet for like the rest of time. See you later, Jordan.